To begin his quest to reveal the science of Bhakti Yoga to the world, Shri Kripalu Ji, at just around 32 years of age, organized a unique conference in Chitrakoot between 16 to 31st October 1955. This grand conference was attended by 72 top scholars that included the president of Kashi Vidwat Parishat, a trust of 500 learned scholars of the Vedas and Shastras. Shri Kripalu Ji himself, as the president of the welcoming committee, served them with utmost dedication. Shri Kripalu Ji posed certain questions to the scholars. Although we cannot go through these in detail, we can say that these questions were put forward so that the contradictions in the Vedic scriptures could somehow be clarified and the true path to bhakti be revealed. None of the speakers at the conference were able to provide answers to these deeply spiritual questions, simply because only one who has complete knowledge of all the 4 Vedas and 6 Shastras can alone reconcile the contradictory principles found within these scriptures. The speakers then asked Shri Kripalu Ji to answer. He humbly accepted and spoke every night as the final speaker from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. during this conference. The knowledge that he revealed made everyone feel astounded, and no one could believe that a young man could have mastery of all the scriptures. He extensively quoted from all the Vedas, Shastras, Puranas and Smritis and resolved all the questions posed in detail. Shri Kripalu Ji would serve the saints from morning until the evening and then speak till 10 p.m. He then continued with Hare Nam Sankirtan until past the midnight, all throughout this conference. Another conference was organized by Shri Kripalu Ji in Kanpur from 5th to 19th October 1956. Once again, all the prominent scholars came. Many of the esteemed body of 500 scholars from Kashi Vidwat Parishat also attended the conference. The Chief Secretary of Kashi Vidwat Parishat, Acharya Shri Raj Narayan Shukla Shastri Ji, a highly learned scholar of the 6 Darshan Shastras, also attended the conference, and after hearing Shri Kripalu Ji, he said, "We had heard about Kripalu Ji Maharaj before coming here. I did not accept that anyone would gain such unique mastery over all the Vedas and other scriptures at such young age. But we were spellbound after hearing yesterday's lecture." While referring to all the philosophical schools, the unique way in which he established the path of devotion was transcendental, divinely inspired. Such a speech could only be inspired by God Himself. The following year, Shri Kripalu Ji was invited to Kashi to deliver his discourse between 5th to 14th January 1957. Once again, his lectures were so extraordinary that the 500 scholars could not believe he was just 34 years old. To resolve this, the representatives of Kashi Vidvat Parishat visited Mangadh to speak with Shri Kripalu Ji's mother, Srimati Bhagavati Devi Ji. As their discussions with her and the family unfolded, they discovered that not only was his age accurate, but he did not have any guru. No one had ever seen him study any scriptures in his life. The scholars no longer had any doubt. During the 9 days in Kashi, Shri Kripalu Ji reconciled the mutually contradictory theories within the Puranas, Vedas, Upanishads and Darshan Shastras, but most notably, the commentaries of the 4 previous original Jagadgurus. This had never been done before. He established that in this current age of Kali, considered the worst of the 4 cyclical ages of cosmic time, only single-minded, selfless devotion to God is the surest and safest path to attain divine happiness. He showed that although God appears in uncountable forms, God is one, and His supreme form is Shri Krishna. On 14th January 1957, the Kashi Vidvat Parishat honored Shri Kripalu Ji with the title of Jagadguruttam. A line from the certificate says, Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj has the most brilliant intellect and wisdom in India.
Maharaj's pravachan with my grandfather, he tells us so good lessons, like we should, if someone hurts us, we should not hurt that person back, or we should never take a revenge from someone. And these lessons really help me in my further life.
प्रेम रस सिद्धांत एक ऐसी बुक है, इनफैक्ट ग्रंथ है, जो वेदों जितना डीप भी है, तो स्कॉलर्स जब पढ़ते हैं तो इसे अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, लेकिन ये आम लोगों के लिए भी हमें डेली लाइफ के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने में या स्पिरिचुअली जब हमें डाउट्स आते हैं उसे आंसर करने में बहुत यूज़फुल है.
Growing up, I was in an Indian household. You're given, oh, you are Hindu, so we go to the temple, we do a puja, and that's it. We don't understand the reason why we're doing that puja or what's the reason behind it. So the main thing that drew me to Maharaj and why I'm still following his path is I understood why we have to do bhakti and why I have to do Roop Dhyan or think of, God and Guru, that I can, think of Krishna and Radha as my friend instead of an almighty God, which is kind of scary.
I 100% agree that this method helps us keep in mind that there's Radha Krishna in everyone's hearts and that we should treat others equally and we should treat them with respect no matter their age. And in school, like if we are in any stress, like during a test or something, and we start panicking, you can always remember that he's there with us.
Maharaj's famous line that says, "Agla shan mile ya na mile," which means we never know if we have the next moment in our life or not, has helped me to prioritize the most important things in my life, such as Hari and Guru, and to walk on the path of bhakti. This saying of Maharaji has helped me to balance my spiritual life and my worldly life. His practical philosophy of telling us to, instead of renouncing the world for God, but instead to divert everything we do in favor of God, to see God in everyone, has helped me to move with confidence. And Maharaji, in this way, Maharaji has really improved my life for the better.
The first thing that comes to mind is Radhe breathing. As a student, I get very stressed out and sometimes things can get chaotic, so being able to just breathe through it, do the Radhe breathing allows me to center myself and then I can continue forward with my day. And it's just a private thing that I can do by myself. It doesn't have to be a formal thing, it's just an in the moment thing, and I'm very thankful for Maharaji for teaching us how to do that. So Maharaji says that the Radhe breathing goes, when you breathe in, you breathe in with Ra, and then when you exhale, you do Dhe. So it's always what he says, Shwas Shwas se aap kar sakte ho. So Ra, Dhe, Ra, Dhe, and it's really good.
Maharaji's done everything for me. He's changed my whole purpose of life. He's shown me the value of this human body in this life. Well, Maharaji has taught me to seek for something different because material things won't give you that true happiness. That's why my whole goal of life is to attain something deeper than material desires.
Maharaji has impacted my life in many positive ways. One of the most important ones is seeing God in everybody. This has really helped me become more calm with myself and remembering all the great moments I've had with Maharaji. I think that the lessons he's taught about humility are very important to me as well. Being able to find your own faults, I think, is really important, and that's really resonated with me. I think that one important line is finding faults in yourself is much more important than finding faults in others, because finding faults in others implies that you have those same faults.
I am someone who really likes reading like the Vedas, Upanishads, the Puranas, and really the Mahabharats and the Ramayanas. But really like to get the essence of it, to know what is there in the scriptures, and to really know what there is. In my lifetime, having done 40 hours of work week, and then also you have full time studying, and it's very difficult for me. And what Maharaji has done so well, so eloquently, is that explain the essence of those scriptures, and in a way that's so easy to understand for us in our daily lives and to practice it. I love it very much.
महाराज जी के आने के बाद से पहले मेरे अंदर एंगर काफ़ी था और इमोशंस काफ़ी थे स्ट्रॉन्ग. महाराज जी के आने के बाद से वो चीज़ बहुत कंट्रोल हो गई है. मतलब नॉट इन स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड बट इन मटेरियल वर्ल्ड एज वेल। तो वहाँ पे भी मेरे को प्रोग्रेस मिली है इसी रीज़न से कि उनकी फ़िलासफ़ी इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग थी कि मैं हर जगह कनेक्ट करके अपने आप को दोनों साइड पे ग्रो कर पाया, अंदर कम से कम हलचल होकर सारी चीज़ें करके, ताकि सिचुएशंस, क्योंकि थोड़े टाइम्स पहले काफ़ी वर्स सिचुएशंस थी, बट महाराज जी के आने के बाद से मेरे को वो सिचुएशंस फील नहीं हुई, तो ईजीली मैं क्रॉस कर पाया।
Happy 100th birthday, Maharaj Ji. I love you. You are the best and congratulations. And I am wishing you from the bottom of my heart.
Pani sa ni pa pani sa ga re sa ni sa ni pa ni sa re sa.